It's warm today. What's the time? 8:28. Man, I've been staying indoors in there. I like the heat, don't get me wrong. I like it summer. But I was staying safe indoors to stay cool today. And having cold showers. And yeah, tomorrow I was supposed to go and hand out some leaflets, but it was too hot. And so yeah, as you can see, there's a gemstone on the screen, and that one that's a nice one. That's from Burma. It's a spinel, 2.88 carat. I've still got that one. Some of the ones on there I've sold, but that one I've still got. And I bought that in Bangkok at the Bangkok show from my friend. And I've just put I just changed the slides. So that's one of them. I thought I'd show you a few gemstones on there. I've got gemstone images. And anyone been to Thailand or anyone like to travel? A couple of things I want to talk. Oh, this I want to show you. This is a bit dog-eared now, but this book, if you can see it, Diamonds. It does say diamonds, but it's a bit ragged. By Eric Bruton. It's a classic. Look, it's quite thick. I just finished reading it. I highly recommend that book. Highly, highly recommend it. It's an authority. It was written a long time ago, but it's still very relevant today. It doesn't date really. And very good read. I've been just reading a couple of pages a day, and it took me a while to get, but I'll finish that. And yeah, it was great. I highly recommend that. And learn a lot about diamonds from that book. And it goes through many, cutting, grading, history, a lot about the history in there. Every department you can think of, every section of cutting and synthetics. And let me tell you, I'm going to tell you better. Where diamonds are found, the big mining companies, mining recovery methods, extracting diamonds, prospecting methods, how the market operates, sorting rough diamonds, the history of diamond cutting, the history of cuts, and it goes on and on. There's pages of it, and famous diamonds, etc. So I highly recommend that. And you can get that book. It's actually cheaper now than when I bought that book 20 years ago. It's cheap. You can get it cheaper because it was kind of a collector's book. But I believe you can get it on Amazon quite cheap these days. I sold one. I had 2 copies, and I sold one. I sold one cheaper than what I paid for it. But I don't know if I need another one. That one's, it's a bit, the cover's falling off because I was traveling around with it. That's why. But, and here's some books that I wrote. I just thought I'd show you. Can you see that? Look, the cleaning, Essential Guide to Cleaning Vintage and Antique Jewellery. That's one. Gems of Opportunity, Discovering Gems in Antique Jewellery. How people earning commissions, because I'm very into digital marketing, and I'm into that. So this is how to make commissions on jewelry sales. And this is always popular. Birthstones, the magic of birthstones. So I just thought to show you them, and just things I'm interested in. gems and jewellery, of course. Just when I was young, I didn't really have any trade or skills, but now I'm overqualified now. And anyway, it's good to have a direction in life and a passion. I'm into watches and clocks and digital marketing and AI and fishing. I've done a lot of fishing in Thailand, and I've done a bit of fishing since I've been back. Me and my friend went to Eastbourne. That was nice. And I've been told there's carp fishing just at the other side of town from me in Barnes. There's a carp lake there. So you have to be a member, but that sounds interesting. I'm into my footy. My team stayed up Sunday. Spurs. People will turn off now. But wow, that was a close shave. Too close for comfort. Poor old West Ham. They lucky it wasn't us. And so yeah, I think we should do all right next year. I think with that new manager, and then the World Cup is coming up. World Cup coming up next month, which I'm highly looking forward to. And that's always a festival of football and travel, music. Sorry, music. I've always loved music. That was probably my first love. And I used to like, at secondary school or even primary school, got into pop music, and then I got into soul music in them days, and started going to the clubs. It was all pretty innocent. And travel, I love to travel. My next travel, I want to get a bit of work in England. I'm looking for work. I've got a few interviews lined up, and that will fund my jewelry business. And but I mean, what's fascinating me, and I just saw a program, Michael Portillo, Great Train Journeys. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but I love trains. I've always loved trains, and I've been to those parts of the world where he was. He was in Hungary, taking the trains around Hungary, and I've done that. I'm not Hungary, but Austria, and very near to where he was. I was in Glatz, and a little town, I think it was Spielfeld, a little town near the border of former Yugoslavia. And yeah, I've been all around Austria so much on the train, and my friend used to live there, and he said I've been to more places in Austria than he has. It's a beautiful country. I remember one day, me and my mates, we was just in a little rickety old town from the line from Vienna to Linz, and we was waiting for a bus at the bus stop, and the little girls come out from the bakers, and there was three, me and two mates, and they had a bag each for us with sandwiches and cakes in it. So was that nice or what? Was that nice or what? And that was a long time ago. That was 19. Those girls would be grown up now, probably married and kids of their own. But that was about 1988. That was. And yeah, Austria's a beautiful country up in the Alps. And I went to one place. Oh, I went to so many places, but one place I stopped off was near Zellemzee or somewhere around there. And I got talking to this. He was an ex-cop, and he made a new life in Thailand. Him and his mate, they made a new life in Thailand. I hadn't been to Thailand that time. I hadn't been, but I was drinking those times. So we was just drinking in a bar. He's telling me a few stories. And I was supposed to go back. He was going to take me out into the woods camping, but I didn't get back. So as you know, but anyway, what I was trying to get to was I'm interested in that part of the world, and I haven't done them old Eastern Europe countries. I haven't really done them. I've done Estonia, but I'm talking right the other side, like Czechoslovakia, and my friend's in Macedonia at the moment. So that's why I hope to, before the winter hits over there, because it can be very cold, I'm hoping to get to Macedonia and it's supposed to be very cheap. And not just there. I'd like, well, who knows where I'll get to, but I would like to go to Hungary and a few of those countries around there, and my other friends in Bulgaria. And I'm just really curious, fascinated to see that part of the world. My friend went to Budapest to get his teeth done. I know people do that. So he saw it, said it was great. And yeah, so let me show you this. Just little pocket watch there. That one is I think they call them penny pocket watches. It's water. I picked that up at the antique show, and I sold it. I had a nice Rolex pocket watch, gold plated. It was that. I put that on eBay. Man, they didn't even haggle. They just flew out. And this interesting story. If I don't know if you can see that. That is, I've got the certificate somewhere. That is, well, I bought this a while ago, and I thought it was treated. It's jadeite jade. It's jadeite jade, and on silver. But I thought this was treated jade. I just assumed it was, and then I got it tested, and it come back A jade, which A jade means it's not treated, and that puts it in a different level. And you know what? An auction valuer valued this at £4,000, and you might think, well, why didn't I sell it? But I was in Thailand, and I would have sent it straight over. But in the small print, the sale's on the Sunday, and if you're not there by the Tuesday to pick it up, they send it. You lose rights to it. And I was in Thailand. There's no way I could get back in time. That's why I didn't, because I read the small print. And then, yeah. And then now I can't get hold of that value anymore. But anyway, I'm not selling it for that much. But that's just a little story about jadeite jade. Burmese jadeite jade. See these? I had a lot of these. I'll probably get some more. You can see it more. This is horn. So you can see the zoning there, the striations, colouring, and it's zebu horn from Madagascar. Some people love it, some people don't like it, but yeah, they make all sorts out of it. They make bowls and plates and combs, and that's their national, their main. That's what they eat. They eat. That's actually their status in the countryside, in the bush in Madagascar. The more, like lots of parts of Africa, the more zebu they own, the higher their status. And also, for them to become a man from the tribe, they have to go to the next village, steal a zebu horn, bring it back, and if they succeed, they become a man. But that might not sound a big test to become a man, but if they get caught stealing that zebu horn from the other village, they will get that. They will kill it. The village will kill them. So that's why it's a test of manhood. And sorry, ladies, it's Madagascar. It's for manhood. And there's another one. It's quite a big one. Zebu horn spoon. And I don't know. Yeah, I would like to go to that Macedonia, maybe in a couple of months' time, because it's not far. Let's face it, it's not far. You could jump on just a little plane, or even go by train would be nice. I know Europe is in August it's so busy, especially the Italians are on holiday in August. I remember that, and the trains are packed in August. So maybe towards the end of the, like September or something, even October. And yeah, and maybe it could be a couple of years' time. I'm not in no hurry to go anywhere really quickly. Maybe only Thailand because that's my second home. But and Birmingham. But yeah, I'll maybe, as I say, in a year or two or however long, I would like to do a little tour of Africa. And I'd like to do South Africa, Tanzania, Kenya, and then back to Madagascar. I might as well, if I'm so close, go back to. And a couple of other places I didn't get to. Reunion was one. You can get a ferry from Madagascar to Reunion, and I would like to go there. Just these places fascinate me. I'm just curious, and these off the beaten track places, and that's a French territory, isn't it? Reunion. It's supposed to be the people in Madagascar when they go. A lot of them, the wealthy ones, when they have their children, they go to Reunion because it's got better facilities. And there's another place, in Mauritius, but there's a little island. I forget what it's called now, but it's supposed to be like back in time, but it's changing slowly. And I would like to. I forgot the name of the island. I think the Dutch discovered it, but they leave their doors open, and it's just quaint place. And some people go and live with families there. They let you, what's it called, homestay and that. And it just sounded really fascinating but different. It sounds really different. And I was meant to go there the last time I was in Mauritius, but I didn't get there. And I would like to. And they say get there before it changes too much. Well, anyway, that's a few places. Might be 2 years or 3 years or 4 years, whatever. And I like to see England as well, or the UK, the British Isles. There's so much. You could spend a lifetime just traveling around UK. There's so many places I haven't been. I would like to see. Just get a little camper van and go, or something, and go from seaside town to seaside town. I've always fancied doing that. And yeah. So, I've got a few gemstones here. There's that certificate. So when I get into work, then I'll get some more gemstones and jewellery sent over. That's the plan. This is the certificate. Where is it? Is this the one? Yeah, this is. I'm glad I still got this. This is the certificate that says A-Jade, which is that increases it, puts it on a different level. A-Jade means untreated jade, jadeite jade, natural. So glad to have them. This reminds me of Thailand because there's a little gem laboratory. They're very good Thais. They know what they're doing. A very good laboratory in Canterbury, the gemstone market. But this is the best lab there, and in Canterbury, they're very good. There's another one. What are they called? CGI there. I know the guy who owns that, a young guy. He's very good as well. He's actually very good. This is wow. You know what? I'm going to get some aircon. Got to these days. Can't be without the aircon. This is, I don't know if you can see this very clearly. This is gold sheen sapphire, but a nice kind of rectangle piece. It's Where's my scales? Forgotten the weight of this. Let's have a look. How much is this weigh? Oh, I've got some water anyway. You need to keep hydrated. Right, put it on carats. Where is it? Units. Right, let's see. That piece is, yeah, it's 16.8 carats. That. It's a nice bit of gold sheen sapphire. The gold sheen sapphire, you can Google it. It's very reasonable money gold sheen. It's a real sapphire. It's been tested by I'm going to show you some pictures of it on here actually. I've got some pictures of gold sheen sapphire. Let me show you, because it's real genuine corundum sapphire. It's been tested by all the top labs, but it was only found maybe 20 years ago, and it's got this phenomenon on it. It's like chatoyancy, but it's like rippling light goes across the light. That's why it's called gold sheen, and it's like a unique phenomenon really, and it's very reasonably priced, although it is going up. It is going up rapidly, actually. It's going up rapidly. So there's another spinel. I sold that one, and I sold that one. There's a certificate for it. That's gold sheen. Yeah, look at the colouring on that. But they're collector's pieces. They're not your Bob standard gold sheen. But look at the colouring on that. It's colour zoning. And that one, look. And see the angle. See the line where it's at an angle. That's typical colour zoning for sapphire corundum. So that's not diagnostic, but it's a sign that it's sapphire. That's what you should see in sapphire. And look, there's more. Look at the colours. They're not the Bob standard ones. They're special pieces. Oh, that's a ruby, heart ruby. That is Paraiba tourmaline. That's zoltanite, or what's it called? Zoltanite, diaspora. It's color changes like alexandrite. It changes from red to green. That's a moonstone. That's a nice moonstone there, and that's a tanzanite. Yeah, I just wanted to show you I'll go back to that. So I was talking about the gold sheen, and that is the gold sheen, and so is that. And it's got a rippling light that goes across it. You'd have to see it in the flesh to see it. But it's very wonderful. Isn't that nice? So my name's Mark. I'm a gemologist and a traveller and a music lover. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say stations, but the national radio station, number 2. And the girl DJs on there, they're great. They're absolutely great. They're such a laugh. They make me laugh for it. And they know their music. Why? They know their music. They're cracking the hits, and sometimes I have to get up and have a little dance. I have to. But yeah. So tomorrow, today's Tuesday, and to be honest, I'm waiting to hear back for some work. So I was invited to affiliate second stage. Do one of these psychological tests. I don't really like those psychological tests, I've got to tell you. But that's the way it is today, not for some companies. So I'll do that tonight. And I don't know why you do that. But But it's a good sign though. So hopefully I'll progress to the second stage. And as I say, when I'm back in work, I have got an income. I do business, but when I get extra income, I invest in more gemstones and get some stuff sent over from Thailand. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. And if I can't get work, I might just go to Macedonia for a few months and then back to Thailand. So who knows? Who knows? And I thoroughly enjoyed I say enjoyed. I suffered with my team, but I got into the Premiership this year, and of course Arsenal won the league. Well done, Arsenal. That was nobody was sure they was going to do it. So I mean, I'm a Spurs fan, so I shouldn't be. Well, credit where credit's due. They've done well, mate. They were the best team in the league, and a lot of people wanted to see us go down. No doubt about it. So we disappointed a few people. So thank goodness, and I can see us doing well next year with that De Zerbi. I can see us doing all right. You know, I'm sure. I don't think we're going to get in this much trouble again. So, but I enjoyed. I got TNT Sports quite a lot this month, and even Sky Sports. And then of course we got the World Cup coming. Wow! And the England team, doing good these days. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. Is it a month of football or whatever? And yes, so look, that's something to look forward to. It's almost here, isn't it? Next month, it's almost here already. And later in the week, it's supposed to be cool down a bit. So I'm looking for. I don't like to complain about the warm weather, but I am looking forward to it being a bit cooler. Even in Thailand, my favorite time of the year is like November, December, January. That's when it's cool. It's perfect weather. It's so nice then. That's my favorite time of the year. And yeah. So yeah, I have to get an aircon. I put a mobile aircon. That's aircon's always nice. Makes the room feel nice and comfortable. So that's on my shopping list. And I'm on a regime, being disciplined with the food, and it's paying off. And I'm doing a lot of cooking, roasted vegetables, perfecting that. I do like the oyster sauce, you know, a bit of like up Chinatown. And yeah, that's my favourite meal actually. Crispy pork and duck and rice. And the one up Chinatown in London and Birmingham is very, very good. So, you know, I've tried that, and I've tried it in Hong Kong. I've tried it in Thailand, but the London one is very, very, very good. It's my favourite actually. So, and that's my favourite dish. Crispy pork and duck and rice is my favourite dish. Anyway, hi, my name's Mark. I'm a gemologist. I like to travel. I like many things. I like gems and jewellery. I like watches and clocks. I was lucky enough to go to the School of Jewellery for 6 years. And I ended up studying for 10 years, actually. So, well, I kind of hung out there. And, yeah, I wasn't really planned. But I'm glad I done it. But, and I've got a list of things I like. Where are they? So, I like digital marketing. And of course, we've got AI now. That's very interesting. What AI makes life, as a digital marketer, AI makes life a lot easier, because some of these things are a bit technical, and if you don't know, you can get stuck. And it might just be a little thing, and if you don't know what it is, you get stuck. And with the AI, 9 times out of 10, you can figure it out quite easily. So that's a great boon for that. And fishing, I like. And done a lot of fishing in the lakes in Thailand, and I also went game fishing in Thailand, but I caught a 30 kilo catfish. I was watching a fishing program the other day, actually. Zamora and what's his name? Hamidia, the professional fisherman. That was really good, boy. They catching some carp. So beautiful fish, beautiful. I didn't realize carp was so beautiful. We've got a lot of carp in Thailand, koi carp, koi carp, and whatever. And they're kind of lucky, considered lucky out there. And the Thais love their fishing. The Thai blokes love their fishing. I took Jupten fishing. She could cast. I was well impressed. She was about 15. She cast on the other side of the lake like a natural. And trains, I do like trains. I like traveling. I've traveled. I used to get back in the day. I used to get Interrail tickets. I don't know if they do them anymore. I think they do actually. But you know, where you get the freedom for a month to go around on a train. And I've done that many times, and that was good fun. The last time I'd done that was, I think it was 2009, and which is a while ago now. But yeah, I like trains. I like trains. Train setter, and I was talking about that Michael Portillo program, Great Train Journeys, and that. Yeah, I want to watch, and I like that program. That's a very good, interesting program. I like Dickinson's Real Deal. That's always good. And then the other day I had this old, I didn't know it was a television. I thought it was a computer screen. And I thought I was going to buy a TV, and I thought, let's see if I can get this going. And I looked on AI how to get it going. And it was a great TV, it was working and everything. So I was well pleased with that. Saved me like £250 to get a new TV. I don't watch it much, to be honest. But when I switched it on, Antique Roadshow was on. So I thought that was a good omen. And some fascinating stuff on there. I've always liked that. I didn't watch it much when I was in Thailand. But yeah. So yeah, that's it for now, really. I'm just doing a little live stream, and I showed you the gemstone pictures. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.